In a time of absolute chaos at the Conjuring House, there are some little nuggets of goodness. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at today, because it's not all bad at the Conjuring House from what it seems. So, what I'm referencing to today is the fact that Bathsheba got herself a new gravestone, which is pretty fantastic news. Now, if you don't know who Bathsheba is in the Conjuring universe or from the Conjuring movies, she was, of course, the main villain of the first movie. And I use the term villain very loosely because, well, I mean, they portrayed her to be pretty despicable. So, here's a little bit of background and biography from the Conjuring Universe.fandom wiki page, okay? And this is the description of Bathsheba, or Bathsheba Sherman, from the movie's point of view, okay? Bear in mind, though, that this was completely, not true, and this was very, very much dramatized for the sake of the movie. But this is how they portrayed her. So Bathsheba Sherman, born Thea, was born in 1812 and was claimed to have been related to Mary Town Eastie, one of the many executed for witchcraft in the Salem witch trials of 1692. 51 years later, in 1863, Bathsheba married a rich farmer under the surname Sherman and gave birth to a baby. When the baby was a week old, her husband caught her sacrificing the baby in front of the fireplace, exposed Bathsheba climbing the top of a tree, proclaimed her love for Satan, and cursed anyone who would take her land. Bathsheba then hung herself, committing suicide. So, that's the reference in the movie. You might remember Ed and Lorraine Warren. Lorraine Warren's very disturbed. She runs out, looks across the lake, and then she turns around to Ed, and behind him there is someone hanging from the tree. And that, of course, is Bathsheba Sherman. Bathsheba's evil spirit continued to reside in the land, haunted her farmer homestead. True to her curse, Bathsheba would haunt the families that would move into her house. Bathsheba would torment the family continually and finally possess the family's mother and kill the children before forcing their mothers to unalive themselves. The spirits of Bathsheba's victims continued to reside in the house, along with her living in constant fear of her curse. Through the rest of the spirits accidentally cause small trouble, and they don't want to harm the parent family. This makes Bathsheba to appear one night in Christine and Nancy and threaten Christine that Bathsheba wants her family dead. Now, of course, there's a bit more, about that. But in the personality section of it, she's depicted to be very malevolent, sadistic, unpleasant, temperamental, and murderous. Bathsheba is one of the most dangerous spirits in the Perron household, whereas the other spirits were heavily tormented and racked with guilt after their actions as a result of Bathsheba's influence. Bathsheba is bloodthirsty, unsympathetic, remorseless, uncaring, and cruel. She's very vengeful and retaliatory, targeting any family that would take her land. And also, when the Warrens were investigating the household leading to Bathsheba to attempt to murder their daughter, she is also an enthusiastic and fanatical follower of Satanism, which led her to sacrifice her own child to Satan, and was willing to die for her twisted beliefs. Bathsheba appears to have some knowledge of events transpiring outside of her homestead, as she was aware of Annabelle and the demon possessing her, which is led to be the demon named Malthus. She also shows the ability to cooperate with demon, and briefly collaborating in an attempt to murder Judy. So, as you can see, not a very nice person at all. No one really wants to be crossing paths with Bathsheba, especially not when they're in your home. So obviously this led to a lot of stigma around the Bathsheba grave, especially on the Conjuring grounds. But with thanks to a lot of fundraising, Bathsheba's headstone was able to be replaced. And this was actually released by a Instagram person called Jamie Rubio Writer. All right, and it says, yesterday, on August 30th, 2024, the Burrillville Historical and Preservation Society, Betty and Carlo Munchetti, gave Bathsheba Sherman back her dignity she's so much deserved. A new headstone was finally placed a few feet behind the original base of her original headstone. The innocent woman who was posthumously slandered by many people, some living still and some who have already passed on, has now been truly vindicated by having her headstone restored. This has been a truly long time coming. It's taken a lot of work, and I'm so grateful to everyone who has helped in this effort. Thank you to everyone who has donated, shared the links and fundraiser, and who has raised awareness for the truth about Bathsheba, that she was innocent victim in all of this. And the Conjuring film and the book The House of Darkness and The House of Light made her out to be someone she was not. For many years, her headstone lie there in the cemetery, broken because of ignorant people who believed the fabricated lies about her that were literally conjured up in the 1970s. There have been many people, para-celebrities, who claimed that they wanted to help, but yet, during the time that we were raising funds, they were MIA. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I'd be very intrigued to know who these para-celebrities are that were very keen to help but went missing after this opportunity came about. I will not be forgetting that. However, there were some people who stepped up to the plate and helped, and I won't be forgetting them either. In the end, it was the average person like you and I that made the difference, and now Bathsheba will have the final resting place and peace she so much deserves. Wow. Quite wholesome, right? Quite wholesome, but it's even more wholesome because a YouTuber goes by the name of Donnie Drunkard, right? Fantastic guy. Went across to the Conjuring House to have a little explore of the grounds, and on their endeavour to go there, they made this little memorial for Bathsheba's new headstone, and it's quite beautiful, really, and kind of shares a lot of the history about how this person was so wrongly wronged.
One of the more sadder aspects of the Conjuring House is learning that Bathsheba Sherman was an innocent woman who's, over the years, was portrayed to be an evil witch. The movies portrayed her to be something that she was absolutely not. She was a simple farm woman that had a family and did not commit the crimes that she was accused of. This false information eventually led to Bathsheba's headstone going missing or being stolen. And just recently, it's been replaced. And I thought, with all the negativity about the Conjuring House, it's time to share some good news. So I was fortunate enough to visit her grave on my trip to the Conjuring House, and I did find where her headstone was. But through different fundraising activities, a group of people got her headstone replaced. So with all the negativity going on, I thought this could be considered some good news.
For sure. Definitely needs it around this time, for sure.
So on behalf of everybody watching, Miss Sherman, congratulations on your new headstone. And hopefully you finally get to rest in peace.
Such a shame, right? That, like, you know, this person was villainized after death. And then, you know, all of a sudden it's like, suddenly, I don't know, people just, like, decided that that was absolute categorical fact after the movies, and decided that they would just go and trash the headstone of someone who's passed away because they believed that they were a witch who, you know, participated in witch-like activities and Satanism. It's pretty mad. But, yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously, there's a bit of light at the end of that tunnel. Doesn't undo all of the chaos and utter, like, crap that's gone on over the past few weeks. But it's something, right? It's something. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace!